Welcome to a new episode of The Investigator. As we celebrate Eid al-Adha, let's reflect on the spirit of giving. Many families distribute meat to those in need, but sometimes there's hesitation, like when someone already seems to have plenty. What are your thoughts on balancing generosity with discernment during such occasions?
It's a nuanced issue. Eid al-Adha emphasizes compassion and equality, urging us not just to give, but to avoid judgment. For instance, even if someone appears to have received enough, their circumstances might be hidden. Some may sell extra meat to afford essentials or rely on this distribution to last the year. Studies show that for many low-income families, such seasonal giving covers up to 30% of their annual protein intake.
That's insightful. However, concerns about fraud or insincere requests can make people reluctant. How can communities ensure their charity genuinely reaches the most vulnerable while maintaining the festival's inclusive spirit?
A balanced approach involves channeling donations through trusted institutions like mosques or registered charities where vetting and distribution are structured. But on festive days like Eid, the emotional aspect should guide us as well. If someone asks for food, it's more humane to extend kindness than suspicion. The psychological impact of being trusted and included during holidays can be as vital as the material support itself.
Transitioning from social issues, let's address another pressing topic: road safety. There's ongoing debate about the quality of Egyptian roads, with frequent complaints and, unfortunately, recurring accidents. Could you outline the main challenges currently facing road infrastructure in the country?
Certainly. While some routes have seen improvements, many, like the Wahat Road, remain hazardous. Issues range from poor asphalt quality leading to what's termed asphalt bleeding to inadequate maintenance and signage. According to a 2022 World Bank report, over 40% of Egypt's rural highways are rated below optimal safety standards. This not only increases accident risks, but also hampers economic movement.
Given these statistics, are there particular patterns or conditions that make accidents more likely on these roads?
Absolutely. High temperatures can soften asphalt, making it more prone to damage, especially under heavy loads. Combined with speeding and insufficient enforcement of regulations, these factors create a recipe for disaster. Comparative studies show that countries investing in regular resurfacing and strict speed control see accident rates drop by up to 60% over 5 years.
Let's delve into a recent and tragic example: the petroleum truck accident on Wahat Road. For listeners unfamiliar with the details, could you walk us through what happened and why it was so catastrophic?
Of course. Initial reports indicate a petroleum truck traveling over the speed limit collided with a smaller vehicle moving slowly ahead. The impact caused both vehicles to explode, reminiscent of dramatic scenes from action films, except this was devastatingly real. Eyewitnesses described how the fire spread in seconds, leaving little chance for escape. 3 lives were lost, with several injuries reported.
That's harrowing. What factors contributed most to the severity of this incident, and could it have been prevented with better policies or technologies?
Speeding was the major factor, but infrastructure played a role too. The lack of emergency lanes and fire suppression systems exacerbated the disaster. In countries like Sweden, Vision Zero policies combine road redesign, vehicle safety tech, and strict enforcement to virtually eliminate fatal crashes. If similar standards were adopted, the outcome on Wahat Road might have been far less tragic.
To wrap up, let's talk about the science behind speed limits. Some drivers believe that having the latest car or driving on a newly paved road makes them immune to danger. Can you explain why exceeding speed limits is inherently risky, regardless of these factors?
Absolutely. Physics is uncompromising. When a vehicle's mass moves at high velocity, its momentum increases exponentially. If you suddenly swerve or brake, say, to avoid an obstacle, you can't override Newton's laws. Even elite cars can't defy inertia. A sharp turn at high speed can flip a vehicle, no matter the technology. According to the WHO, every 1% increase in speed raises fatal crash risk by 4%.
So even slight increases above the limit can have outsized consequences. What's your advice for drivers who justify speeding to save time?
Time gains are minimal, often just 10 to 15 minutes on long journeys, but the risk multiplies with every extra kilometer per hour. It's far safer and less stressful to maintain a steady, legal speed. Ultimately, the best car and the best road are no match for the immutable laws of physics. Safer habits save lives, not just your own, but everyone on the road.